Hi everyone, today we're going to be talking about layout and spacing options in WordPress. Proper spacing is one of the most important elements in good design. When our design team delivers the design of your website, they ensure that appropriate spacing between elements is thought through. When we build your website, we closely follow the design mockups that our team produces, but because our theme works with blocks that are used in multiple ways throughout your site, we can run into situations where spacing for blocks on one page might not look good on another. So that's why we've introduced some spacing presets within our theme. Spacing presets allow you to adjust the padding or margins around your blocks within restraints. We typically have 4 spacing preset options to choose from. If I look at this page here, we have extra small, small, medium, and large. You can see that the spacing between these paragraphs is reflective of that. To adjust the spacing, you would just click on your block. I'm going to be using this top padding example block. And then you would click on the dimensions options icon. And then you'd select either padding or margin. Just to clarify, padding is representative of the space within a block. And then the margin is representative of the space surrounding a block. For this example, we're going to be using the padding. So I will just click that. And now you can see that we have this padding slider. If I slide the toggle, you can see that the padding for the block adjusts accordingly. If you would like to adjust the padding for a specific side, you can click this Unlink Sides button. This will then bring you up options for each individual side. So I can choose to change the padding for just the top part or the right or the bottom separately. I typically recommend using the unlink side feature most of the time so that you can have more control. Also, if you are adjusting something like margins, it makes more sense to adjust the top and bottom margin rather than the left and right margin. Speaking of margins, if we wanted to change the margin for a block, we would again just click on the dimensions options and then select margin. This brings up some margin settings below. We have that slider once again, and then the unlink sides option as well. So I can adjust that again. Now, if we wanted to completely remove all of the settings we've just applied, we can click the dimensions options, then select this reset all button. This will just bring your block back to its default spacing options. As you go through your block, you might notice that only some spacing options are available for certain blocks. And that's just because we've built our theme within constraints to ensure that the original design is closely followed. So we might not make some spacing options available for a block if it means that editing the spacing will make the block look different than its intended design. So I will show you an example. I will insert this testimonial block. And if I open up my block settings again, click dimension options, you can see that only margins are available and not padding. So I'm going to click margins, click unlink sides, and yeah, again, there's another constraint, only the top and bottom margins are available to edit. There are a lot of options in WordPress that allow you to edit the way your site looks. So providing these constraints is key to keeping your website as similar to the design as possible, but also giving you some control as well.